Hey guys, what's going on? It's Flame here and welcome back to another video of Blazing Flame. So after a long time I am making this video because I had my exams, so I could not record, and also I have a throat problem. Because of that my voice is really shrill. So with that being said, today's video is based upon top 5 best and top 5 roast brawler for Robo Rumble. So our list will start with like this. First I will tell number 5 best, number 5 worst, then number 4 best, number 4 worst, and continue till number 1 worst, then number 1 best. So now let's move on to our topic. Robo Rumble, Robo Rumble. So what do you need with Robo Rumble? You need a very high damage per second as well as survivability. So I am gonna tell you which combos you should take to Robo Rumble, and watch this video till last to know. If you like the video, please leave a like down below. It will take only 2 seconds. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on notification. It will take maximum 5 seconds. Please do that much for me. That would be very appreciated. With that being said, let's move on to our video. For our number 5 worst brawler, we start with Bo. So Bo is kinda have a very low damage per second. He had a quite decent health, but his shot kind of scatter and his super is like somewhat useless, and he would be useful in the starting, but he would be very less useful in the late game. Especially he would die from the shots of the sniper bots. So Bo is not recommended for Robo Rumble. So after that, the number 5 best brawler for Robo Rumble is Penny slash Jessie. So why I put 2? Because Penny and Jessie almost have same effect in Robo Rumble. So both have chip damage and they damage multiple bot at the same time, and both their spawn cannon and mortar are very useful against the boss as well as the bots with high health. In Penny's turret is more useful against the bot, but the survivability of Penny's mortar is much more than Penny's turret. So with that being said, let's move on to our next number. At my number 4 worst brawler for Robo Rumble spot, I have selected Tara slash Crow. Both Tara and Crow have same type of damage, but Crow has a bit of damage like poison damage for extra damage, but Tara deals more damage with her cards. So overall they are quite similar with damage. They both throw 3 projectiles which deal 500 damage including Crow's poison. So they are kind of having low damage per second, as well as Crow has a very low survivability in the match. But Crow can have a very high speed, so he could dodge the shots of many brawlers, but still Crow and Tara both are not recommended for Robo Rumble. Taking our number 4 spot, there are 2 brawlers again with similar type of damage. They are Colt and Ricochet. So for Colt and Ricochet, I have made a versus. You can check the video in my channel. They both have a very high reload speed, a very high firing speed with a very high DPI. Well, Ricochet has a advantage over Crow with his star power. His star power makes his bullet much more powerful than Colt. So Colt and Ricochet are one brawler which you must have in your team. Moving on to our number 3 worst brawler for Robo Rumble, we have Poco. Yes, 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 you heard it right. My favorite brawler, Poco. He is in the worst list. Hey, who put it there? Yes, you heard it right. It's in the worst. Poco is useful in almost any type of game, but not in the Rumble. Just not. Just don't use it heck in the Rumble. Okay, so you should not take him because he has a super low damage per second. He has a good survivability as well as good support, but as long as you want to have a good time in Robo Rumble, you should not take Poco. So taking on number 3 spot for best brawler for Robo Rumble, we have El Primo as well as Barley. So you would be thinking they don't have similar damage, so why I have kept them in the single group? Because both of them can target multiple bots at the same time and both of them deal splash damage. El Primo has a bit slight more survivability than Barley because Barley can hide behind the walls and El Primo has to go very near the opponent to hit it. El Primo's super can distract the boss and other bots, shooting your teammates. So El Primo and Bali both are very useful for Robo Rumble. Next, let's move on. It's going good. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Please, it would be very appreciated. Hit that like button. So next, the number 2 roast brawler for Robo Rumble is Nita. I don't like Nita very much, but still she is useful in duos and gem grab, but not useful in Robo Rumble. She has a very less DPI like Poco, around 900 something, but her best. On the number 2 spot of worst brawler for Robo Rumble, we have Nita. So I don't like Nita so much, but Nita is kinda useful in gem grab and solo duo showdowns, but she is not much useful in any other game mode, I think. Especially in Robo Rumble, she has a very high damage per second, like Poco, and his bear is also not so useful in distracting the any bot except the boss. Then taking our number 2 spot, we have one of my favorite brawler for Robo Rumble, Frank. So Frank is very useful and his super is just amazing for Robo Rumble. He could just stun any troop in this radius for 2 seconds and your teammates could destroy them and completely annihilate the bots in that area. Frank is a must-have brawler in Robo Rumble, so you should take Frank for Robo Rumble. It's a good choice. For next, let's move on to our number 1, the worst brawler for Robo Rumble. If you guys guessed it, please leave a comment that you guessed it, and it is Mortis. Mortis has a very low damage per second, quite more than Poco and Nita. But what makes it worst is he has to go super near to the bots to hit them. So that's very dangerous and he could die very quickly. So with his star power he could still survive, but it is the most not recommended brawler for Robo Rumble. But there is an exception. A YouTuber naming Lex and some other people also, have got 13.3 seconds, sorry, 13 minute and 13 seconds time using Mortis by spinning around the arena or something like that. You could check that video on their channel. No descriptions. Go to the channel and check. So, leaving that exception, Mortis is the worst. Next, the number one best brawler for Robo Rumble. Yes, you guessed it right. It's Pam. Pam is the compulsory brawler for Robo Rumble if you want a time beyond 5 minutes. She may not have a very high dim damage per second, but still her healing turret manages the team and they all get constantly healed, so they reduce the overall damage from the bots that increase the survivability of all the teammates. So Pam is the best brawler for Robo Rumble. And now I'm gonna show you on the screen some of the best Robo Rumble team up if you want to get a very high time in Robo Rumble. And yes, you could also check the video of Lex. He is my favorite YouTuber for Brawl Stars. Thank you and have a nice day. With this, we're gonna wrap up here and flame out. Hey, who the heck put Poco in the last spot? Poco is my star. He is not in the last. He is in the third spot. Anyway, how dare you call Poco roast? He is my favorite.
Hey Flame, you called Poco the third worst brawler. Now you lose the Poco fan membership. You just up.
What?